Mohamed Sanu, the newest member of the New England Patriots, for a second-round pick, guys. We're 1 week away from the trade deadline. We've seen several significant trades just in the past week or so. And this one makes me wonder, other receiver movement. Will there be a play for A.J. Green? Emmanuel Sanders is clearly available. And, Peter, I thought the Patriots may take a run at him. Remember, they signed him to an offer sheet a few years ago when he was a restricted free agent with Pittsburgh. But Sanu fills the spot in New England. And now Emmanuel Sanders, A.J. Green, who knows who else may be out there. Anyone you feel strongly about, other than Sanders, because it looks like he's going somewhere, anyone else lurking out there that you're looking at that you think is going to likely be traded the next week?
Well, I think Denver would really like to trade Chris Harris Jr. If they can get value for him. You hear it all the time at this time of year. They're not going to give him away. But, Mike, I think one of the interesting things is, and I wrote this in my column this week, is that trading is really gone up and up and up over the last few years. And I think a lot of it, and this year so far, there have been 13 guys who've played in Pro Bowls who have been traded already, and there's still 7 days to go before the trading deadline. And I think what's happening is that this new crop of general managers basically says, hey, listen, I am not afraid of putting my neck on the line and trading a 2 for Mohamed Sanu. I mean, even though that's a Belichick move, you see these things all the time. The Rams aren't afraid of trading 2 1s to go get Jalen Ramsey. And Bill Polian, the Hall of Fame general manager, told me the other day that there is much less fear and trepidation of doing a real gutsy move today. He thinks that the guys in the chair of the general manager right now are more transactional. They have no fear about making moves that a generation ago GMs would say, I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah, it's a different sport right now, and you're right. It is very transactional. I think, as far as front office people and teams like that, I think they've evaluated some of these situations to go, okay, maybe we'll give up a little more than we used to in years past or last decade or whatever it may be, just because of the salary cap and free agency and the draft and everything about it, where teams feel a little bit more comfortable or nuanced and building teams, if they have to go through the draft, okay, we could do that. If we got to do it through free agency and we lost draft picks, okay, we could do it that way as well. I think there's been enough blueprints out there through the years to where teams feel more confident and don't necessarily need all of the assets at their hand to realize I can still build a quality winner, whether it's through draft picks or free agency.
So many things go into that calculation, though. What do you give up now? And you give up, something in the future in order to get better in the present. And the Patriots clearly trying to address the few weaknesses they have, because it's not like they have glaring weaknesses sideline to sideline. They've got an excellent defense. You add Mohamed Sanu, you put yourself in position to make it even more likely you get the number 1 seed. And we know if the Patriots get the number 1 seed, they got a pretty good chance of being in the AFC Championship game, because they've been in it every year since 2011. And I think Sanu just cements that even more.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.